Ooh, this is a thing of horror.
Yeah. Here's where we make them.
Where am I supposed to go? Find Elizabeth. It pointed to this thing right here. Elizabeth, are you in that sack?
Here's another great example of a place that has like tons of like scads of people in it until like one shot gets fired and then they all disappear. I don't even think you see them running away. I think they just evaporate into thin air.
Where the fuck am I going?
I think you're going that way, like across the thing, yeah. I keep saying that way as if you can see where I'm pointing here in Pittsburgh from Toronto. Can you hear where I'm pointing? I don't know if you can hear it.
Oh, that way. Oh! Oh! My bad.
Why? What just happened?
Oh, I think it's
Man,
because I
that
stole a
guy-
bunch of shit. New boots. Kill
Here's
to
the thing,
live.
like,
Uh,
institutional violence and like racism, these are, you know, structural, huge problems. That guy could have just been a nice guy trying to do his job. The fact that he was there does not mean he gets shot in the face necessarily. He doesn't necessarily know what's going on across town, but no. Come on, game.
wow.
Ah!
I am a serial killer.
Yes. Not just a serial killer, but like like one with like a lot of variety. Like you spice it up. You're like a buffet bar. Just go through a little of this, a little of this kind of murder, a little of that kind of murder.
Oh, I should probably, like... So I think I fucked up because I stole shit in front of a cop.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's okay. We all have our little oopsies. Hello? Is it done? Are you all...
We all have our little oopsies. The BioShock Infinite story.
We're all
Okay.
accidentally...
Just hiding here for the rest of it.
I mean... Okay, everybody, we're gonna just calm down. We're all just gonna fucking relax. Jesus. I get like a little, stinger sound when, oh my god. Oh my god, these doors.
I kind of wanted to make like the dinging noise, like when you go in and out of a shop or something. Every time this happens. Bing bong. Bing bong. People in the chat are taking issue with my description of racism as a structural issue. Yeah, obviously there's a ton of individualness in it. I was kind of referring to this game's hyper individual take on that. So, but yeah, point taken, and I agree.
Okay, who else is out here that I have to murder? Oh. Oh, no, music's still going. I stole, like, a sandwich. Is this how you all want to be remembered?
The sandwiches. It's a slippery slope, okay? Next, you're stealing cars, Zeppelins, women from towers.
It's a gateway.
This is how it started with. This is how Booker went down the wrong path. He stole a sandwich and no one was there to shoot him.
It's just like, oh, I'm very sorry that your husband passed away. What did he do? He got shot in the face by this dude because the dude stole a sandwich.
Yeah, pretty much. That's barely satire. That actually happens all the time.
Yeah. Are you a time thief?
Whoa.
This is like,
Whoa.
oh, this is like time
If I was a
cop.
thief of anything, I think I would like to be a time thief.
Is it kind of like is that who time cop fights?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, when he does that weird, like, split wearing a loincloth, and that's all I remember about Time Cop.
Al Hepa says, you wouldn't download a sandwich. That whole argument of, like, you wouldn't download a car, I'm like, yeah, I fucking would.
I certainly would download a car if it was possible to do so.
Just want to talk to you.
Where's my gun?
Says the man sprinting after you with a gun. Oh, the balloons will stop him.
Just hold up for a minute.
Stay away.
I'm not angry with you. Hey, watch out! Move it! Move!
Stay back.
I like these happy tears she's pulling over. Why can't she do this during a fight?
Right?
Here's a marching band.
Everyone's like, oh, that's lovely. It's like, here's a mariachi band.
No, no, no!
No. Let me go.
Oh. Jeez, Elizabeth.
You see what happens when women have powers.
Ugh.
I upset myself.
I think this stream's gonna be a good catalog of our just exasperation and like exhaustion and disgust by the end of it. Where like by like the 5th hour, we're just gonna be sitting here going "Ugh," at each other the entire time.
Snark.
Like
More
banging on our
snark.
banging on our desks and sighing loudly,
I don't.
communicating only in various ugh.
Ugh. I know I have to fight more, and I'm just so over it.
Requested troops are on their way. Keep close watch. The handyman will be about to collect you shortly.
Are there speakers everywhere? I'd actually be really impressed if environmentally, like up in the corners of all these buildings, there were like huge loudspeakers where this is coming from.
Yeah. Are you upstairs?
You can hear her struggling from like a city block away.
And I'm just like, hold on, I'm gonna look for hot dogs.
Maybe she's on the PA too.
My patience is done.
My patience has done run out.
I'm coming for you,
If
girl.
the violence in this game was all leaping from rails onto people's faces, I think I'd be more into it.
Totally.
Yeah. Oh.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Alright, everybody.
Yeah, I'm honestly shocked to death that like that so many people like I don't want to be that guy who just spends this entire time going, I can't believe people like this, but like yeah, just how are you not just numbed by this point? Not even by like the violence, but just the like, all right, gonna go creep around and shoot some dudes again for another 5 minutes.
Where is this? Fuck off.
Blazing Raven says, an encyclopedia of deep and endless sighs. Sohan's got play another several hours of BioShock. Time is wearing on them.
That guy turned into a skeleton.
So, that's what happens to all of us, okay? That's just life. That's something both you and Elizabeth are gonna have to learn, so.
But I can't. But I must.
Now I just want Booker to be like, Elizabeth, don't you know that people turn into skeletons in the real world? That's what
No,
happens.
it can't be true.
I've seen some shit.
She's like, Booker,
Stop running.
You're gonna turn into a skeleton. It's like, okay, Booker, you need to just
Come back, I have to tell you about the skeletons.
about the skeleton war. Where is she? I feel like I'm... Okay, it's because I literally am going in circles.
Oh, this is such a great metaphor. It's on one of these little verandas, certainly. Oh.
Oh, no, okay. Okay, so...
I'm glad people in chat are making a skeleton joke, because that's, let's get some Twitter cuts in here.
Ready?
I am not going with you.
Elizabeth, wait!
Even this sequence is so long-winded.
It really is.
Oh,
Like,
man.
even just, like, from a, like, if we're just looking at this from a game perspective, like, this is pretty tiring.
Yeah, this is an incredibly fatiguing section. I mean, that's what I was saying before, like, on the beach. I was like, I think that's kind of where the... Oh, look!
Dude.
Here's this guy.
I deserved it. I deserve that.
Every rib is gone.
It's not that my ribs are broken. I don't have any.
Yeah, they have evaporated into the ether.
Aw, you saved me after all.
Thanks, Lizbeth.
You do love me.
So the people in that alternate dimension room's like, what the fuck?
Do not attempt to follow me, Mr. DeWitt.
Elizabeth, I've made an arrangement to get our airship back.
You can get us out of here.
Yes, I just need to supply enough weapons to arm an entire uprising.
And where
This is
will
what
we
they
get
always
these
say.
weapons? From one of our many
Those
friends
dudes.
and allies?
A gunsmith in Finkton should be a walk in the park. What do you
Oh.
say, partners?
I just remembered what's happening next.
And a thug.
Yep.
You're also my only
Yeah.
means of reaching Paris.
You should not have helped me.
Know what
Yeah.
Fitzroy and her anarchist cronies want for you?
Don't get too comfortable with your company, Mr. DeWitt.
Your tools.
You are the means to an
I
end.
tell you, the moment you do, you will
Eh,
see what
My ex-wife told me the same thing.
Yeah, man. So this guy is not just... I guess people walk around with hand cannons and shocky fingers all the time in Colombia.
they're selling dreams. And dreams, my friend, they don't come cheap.
Well, like all these cops were just shooting me too. That I'm surprised that this cop is like ready to shoot me, but won't.
Yeah. Maybe he's the only cop that, like, with any brain in this, where he's like, whoa, look at that guy. Holy shit.
That guy who's made
That
out
guy
of
might be trouble.
that guy who's made out of fire, crows, and electricity, and is holding a giant.
Guns. His bones are guns. His teeth are bullets.
This might be a good place to actually wrap it up.
Yeah, I think also because my soul just died within me. And we still have the worst parts of the game to go. You know what?
Yeah.
We were so positive last time. We were so positive, like, the whole way.
I mean, I think that I think the ways that we're being negative this time is at least backing it up. It's not just
Yeah, I
kind
think
of
we're
like
being fair.
Yeah, no. It's not like just kind of hipster nonsense of just like, well, no, we just don't like violence and that's it. It's like, no, like it's not violence, it's like unpacking where that comes from.
Yeah, it's not like, we're not just like being haters or whatever. Like, I like liking games a lot. Like, I really, even watching you play this right now, I'm like, I really want to find like this redeeming goodness in here, but
Yeah.
like it just has a lot of problems
It
in a
does.
really. And I think uniquely, I think BioShock Infinite for both of us, because you and I have both been talking about it for like 2 years. But like, I think there's a reason why you were like, "Hey Scott, you want to stream this game?" It's because this game is uniquely kind of dispiriting and kind of interesting in a bad way, and how in its problems. I think.
Yeah.
I think among games, I think this is just an incredibly stark example of a lot of things.
And
Yeah.
well, what happened was I think you were tweeting something about Infinite, and I was tweeting something. Like we were talking back and forth, and I think you mentioned like if you ever like I think I mentioned something about streaming it, and you were like, "Yo, let me know if you stream this," and I was like,
I did this.
I was just like, "Are you sure? Because I will tell you." I will
Yeah.
purchase it on PC and tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after this, let's stream something fun. Stream
Yeah.
Bible Adventures. That's a bad game I can talk about.
I was
We're playing
actually,
it.
I really, really, really want to stream, the single player DLC from BioShock 2, Minerva's Den, because it is really,
Oh yeah.
it's really good. It's like a standalone story.
Had it.
And yeah, it's by the people who went off to be Fulbright. So it's like, great, you're just really good at everything you do. That must be so nice.
Yeah, fuck those people. They're just good at stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely invite me for that one, because I'd like to. After this, we're gonna need like a nice BioShock like palate cleanser.
Yeah, because
think.
I do like. I'm disappointed with this with this final installation, because it's just kind of like, everything was going so well, and you just decided like, nah, let's make this super racist.
This game is just so baffling to me. Like, I mean, it makes sense in like basically all the ways I could explain this game to me like sound like really like unflattering.
Yeah.
And like I want to always find that kind of like, oh well, this and that and et cetera, but yeah, there's just something about this game that is I think just uniquely kind of soul crushing in some fashion.
Yeah.
But hey, I look forward to making that trip directly into hell with you. So
You're so sweet. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining, everybody. If you're in the chat room right now, thanks for hanging with us and undergoing watching us have our anal fissures in.
Watch us have our anal fissures.
Yeah. That's,
All right.
that's the thing I wanted to say.
There it is.
That's the thing I said. We're just gonna deal with that now.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're watching right now,
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at like, did that just cop out? You're like at the store, you're like, okay, yeah, I'd like the hamburger and anal fissures, and they're like, what does that even mean? You're like, nice. Sorry.
It just comes out sometimes, and I don't mean it. Anyway, you should stop by streamfriends.tv to check out other games that we've played. And if you're watching this on streamfriends.tv, you should come join us live with our lovely chat room on twitch.tv/streamfriends. And
Do it.
Yeah, do it. Do it!
Do it!
Okay.
God damn it.
Like Booker, do it.
I quit.
No!
Throws down microphone.
I don't know if I can do this alone. If I end up doing this alone, it will end up being like a YouTube Let's Play of like, so hey guys, I personally like using the sniper rifle for long range enemies. That's just a personal choice.
It would be like that, except for by the end you're just drinking yourself to death because of the game. Like at the end
crying.
you're just like ranting about like, like people who have wronged you in the past and everything.
I like watching chat catch up with everything because all I see is do it now, do it, boo.
I feel like we need to like end with like a song or something happy because I feel like it was so dispiriting.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine. You'll see us.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get the game on. Go play. Hey now.
Just continuously play Smash Mouth All Star.
Yeah, the entire time. Somebody wants. Oh.
Who? Okay, wait. There was an there was a guy who did like a bunch of '90s remixes last year. And
Oh yeah.
they all
Mouse sounds.
yeah, and like each song would eventually go into All Star. That was my favorite thing to listen to.
It's the Rosetta Stone of all pop music. That's the only way you could understand. It's the key that unlocks all of pop music. It all goes back to All Star by Smash Mouth. God, so you're a bit younger than me, correct? I forget how old you are.
I'm 26.
Okay, yeah. So I was definitely like a late teenager when that song was on, and you probably don't know how utterly ubiquitous that song was. Like, it was everywhere.
No, actually, I
for
do.
so
I do
long.
remember. I remember because like I have 3 older sisters, so a lot of my
Okay.
memories are just like remembering them, and I just remember that song being everywhere.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
That was really.
And
re-
the other song by Len, "If You Steal My Sunshine."
Oh, you know what? Kind of like that song.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Like
No.
they couldn't. It was not All Star.
I like the loop that they use in Steal My Sunshine. It just like I don't know. I grew up in Jersey, so I'm like I'm just at the Jersey Shore. Back before there was a TV a show about it that made it seem horrible. Bow, bow, bow. Look, can this just be the stream you and I reminiscing about pop music from our youth?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think this is like way more entertaining for
We
people.
we can definitely just end every stream like this, just kind of being like, so tell me a song from your youth.
Yeah, we could do that. Okay, I was actually about to launch directly into that, but we should probably go. We could do that next time.
Okay, sounds good.
Because I was actually going to ask you about music stuff that you're into, but we can do that next time.
And you're like, wait, there are 80 people watching us do this right now.
Chat, what do you think about All Star? What do you think about Steal My Sunshine? Chess Neckbeard says Steal My Sunshine is made of joy exactly like Spin Doctors. Soltron says, yeah, the fact that Steal My Sunshine video is shot at the Jersey Shore really colors my nostalgia for it. Soltron, though, says, no, Spin Doctors are the worst. So, there's that.
And the great part about all of this is that there's a delay. So we're just
Yeah.
so reading everything off chat and then pausing in silence.
I remember, yeah, that's true. I remember I was posting about like a 90s mix that Bethany and I have that's like 5 hours long that we listen to on like really long car trips. And so I was like, oh, you hipster. And I'm like, I was literally a teenager in the 90s.
Yeah.
This is literally music that I liked and still like.
It's not
I bought
ironic.
Smashing Pumpkins album. I bought Melancholy and Infinite Sadness the day it came out because I was 14 at the time. It's not retro. This is me being 33 and still having music from when I was a teenager.
And also, like, things from the 80s and 90s are not vintage or retro. Like, that's not long enough for us to start saying that.
Yeah. Also, kind of like the 80s and 90s revival has been going on, I think, longer than either the 80s or 90s. So, yeah. The internet condenses all time periods into one almost like Elizabeth can.
Okay.
With her
Okay.
almost.
Thank you for bringing it back.
Then you remembered what we were playing. You're like, ah.
Bummer. How's next Monday for you?
That sounds fantastic. I will recharge my soul.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah,
think we
doing
should
this
both.
weekly, we have time to we have time to recover.
Yeah.
We'll be
Yeah,
okay.
that's,
We'll be okay.
That's a good idea. I think we're are we seriously like support grouping each other right now?
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be
It's
okay.
gonna be okay.
All right. Thank you so
right.
much again, everyone, for joining. You'll see us again next Monday.
All right.
Have a
See
good
you later.
night.